is traveling to school and he goes from where he is to school in a straight road or whatever, that information was not given. But the point is, he goes from his initial point to school with an average speed of, he goes from here to here with an average speed of 20 kilometer per hour. He goes from A to school, and while coming back from school to the same point, he came back earlier because the traffic was less. So while he go from his point to school, he went with 20 kilometer per hour speed. While coming back, he took just less time, so the speed was more than the onward journey. So that is 30 kilometer per hour. So what is the average speed for the entire trip? So we are supposed to calculate the average speed. See, average speed. Average speed is nothing but the total distance by total time taken. So when he went from here to here, let us assume he took time t1. While he comes back from school to his point, let us assume that his time taken is t2. But whatever is the case, he went from his initial point to school. If we assume that distance is d, when he comes back from school to the same point, he would have covered the same distance, right? So the total distance here is onward trip 1d, return trip 1d. But the time taken is, while going he took more time, while coming he took less time. So the times are different, t1 and t2. Suppose if we substitute t1 and t2, we'll be able to find his average speed. See, from his initial point to school, speed is 20 kilometer per hour. We know that speed is distance by time. We assumed the distance is d and the time is t1. When you cross multiply, 20 t1 equal to d, or t1 is equal to d by 20. So d plus d is 2d. t1 is d by 20 plus, from here to here the same distance he is covering, but the time taken is t2. So speed is equal to, speed is 30, distance by time taken 2, and 30 times t2 is d, and t2 equal to d by 30. So this is d by 30. Now other things are just algebraic reductions. When you take d common outside, it is 1 by 30 plus 1 by 20, or 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30. D and D will be cancelled. 2 divided by 1 by 30 plus 1 by 20. The LCM can be 60. 30 goes in 62 times. So 2 times the numerator is 2, plus 20 goes in 30 3 times. So 3 times 1 is 3. So it is 2 divided by 5 by 60. The 60 goes up. When the 60 goes up, 2 into 60 by 5. 1 5s are 5. 1 5s are 5, remaining 2. 2 into 12, 24. Since this 20 and 30 are in kilometer per hour, this is also in kilometer per hour. If Abdul traveled from his point to school in time with an average speed of 20 and then coming back with an average speed of 30, that means if he covers equal distances with two different velocities, average velocity will be of this type.